Hey guys, it's April from Mama Loves Food. How are you? Yeah, happy Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I keep thinking all day long I felt like it was Monday or Tuesday. It's been one of those weird weeks. I was out of town earlier this week. I left last Thursday and just got back in town Tuesday afternoon. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks and I can't seem to get my head wrapped around what day of the week it is. So, sorry, I'm just scooting over here to do our quick share so people can see us. If you could chime on and somebody could say, or all of you, I can see a few of you are on. If you guys could say hi and tell me where you're viewing from. We're having a thunderstorm and it says my connection is weak. So, hi Charity, how are you? Yes, almost Friday, TGIF. Whoop whoop. Yeah, so, give me 1 second, sorry. Tonight we're going to do Tonight we are going to do some Cinco de Mayo stuff. So I totally was bamboozled by... Hi Sarah, how are you? Hi Amanda from Nova Scotia. Wow, awesome. I was bamboozled by the internet. There was a meme or meme or however the heck you say that going around saying that Cinco de Mayo fell on Taco Tuesday this year, and so I was thinking that this coming Tuesday was Cinco de Mayo, and it's not. It's Tres de Mayo. So, not that it matters. We're going to prepare for Cinco de Mayo anyway, and that just gives us more time to make goodies for next week. So, hi Sarah, how are you? Yeah, so I apologize, my hair is wet. I'm not feeling 100% since getting back. I'm jet lag or airplane, I don't know. I'm not feeling 100%. So I soaked, my husband was so sweet, and he did dinner for the kids and let me soak in the bathtub. And I put my Epsom salts in and soaked and listened to a podcast. Do you guys like podcasts? Hi Monica, how are you? From Michigan. I love salsa too. I'm kind of obsessed with podcasts. Tonight I was listening to a work one. If you're a food blogger or are interested in food blogging or blogging in general, hi Christy from DC, how are you? Hi Melissa. Oh, 2 from Nova Scotia, that's so exciting. Food Blogger Pro is a really good podcast. It's really interesting if you're into food blogging at all. I super enjoy it. It's by the folks from Pinch of Yum. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. It's a huge popular blog, and they're really sweet, and they share a lot of knowledge. So I was listening to that in the bathtub today with my Epsom salts and my eucalyptus and spearmint essential oils. So fancy. It was like a spa. Not really, but better than feeding my kids, which my husband was so sweet and did. So hi Allison from Pennsylvania. Hi Charity. So tell me if you guys like podcasts. Tell me which ones you guys listen to. I'd love to hear. I'm always looking for new ones. Of course, like everybody, I went ahead and listened to Serial. I haven't finished this season, or I'm only about halfway through this season. But I'm not enjoying this season as much as last season. I really got into last season. And this season was alright so far, but it doesn't hold the appeal for me that last season did. And I'm kind of annoyed that we were being updated. I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm going off on a total tangent for those of you who are not. Hi Jennifer, who are not familiar with the Serial podcast. But, hey Wes, can you lower that a little? Sorry, my husband's watching TV in the next room. Yeah, so she updated us a few times on this season on what was going on with last season, and then just left us hanging. And I don't know, she did like the second to last day when they went back to court to check out new evidence, and she said she couldn't make it to the last day of court, and then and then she left us hanging, and I don't know what's happened, and it's killing me. I don't know. So, okay, almost done. And then I'm gonna go ask my husband to lower the TV because it's kind of annoying. Share on a page. Okay, I'm sorry. I know, I'm taking a long time today. I would tell you I'm out of sorts, but I tell you that every time. It's true every time. I have 5 kids and I'm busy and I don't ever feel like I have it all together. I get asked all the time, how do you do it all? I don't. I'm a mess. You guys, I'm a mess. The ones I listen to are mainly religious. I love you, Charity, but I probably wouldn't listen to those then. Hi, Anthony from New York. How are you? Hi, Cheyenne. Hi, Dawn. 250 people are watching. Woohoo! Okay. He seems to have turned down the TV, so I don't have to go ask him. Today we're going to do Pico de Gallo, which is basically just fresh salsa. Yummy, 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 yummy. In celebration of Cinco de Mayo, which, by the way, is not Tuesday. I was wrong. I told you the other day that Cinco de Mayo fell on Taco Tuesday, and that was a big fat lie. I mean, it wasn't a lie. I didn't know any better. I thought it fell on Tuesday. I was just wrong. Hi, Vincent Shea Black. How are you? Thank you for tuning in, guys. I should introduce myself. I always forget. I assume that you guys have been here, but probably not. Hi, CJ and Tisa. How are you from South Carolina? Okay, so I'm April from Mama Loves Food. I come on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Hi from Texas, Anna. Hi, Angelica and Ricky. Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and we do a cooking show and easy recipes. And then on Wednesdays I come on at 4 p.m. Eastern with my kids and we do kids crafts. Hi, Mary Bridget. How are you? Yeah. So tonight we're gonna do. I always link in the show notes. Hopefully you can see them. To the recipes on my blog or wherever we're cooking them from. Today we're cooking them from my blog. I'm feeling ambitious tonight. You guys know what happens when I feel ambitious. We almost never complete our tasks, but hey, it's good to be ambitious, right? And I'm really hoping we don't get cut off. We're having a thunderstorm tonight, and it keeps telling me my connection is weak. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Hi, Deborah from Vegas. Does that say Vegas? I think. So we're going to try and do 3 recipes in anticipation of Taco Tuesday. Hi, Jenny. We're going to try to do pico de gallo, which is basically just fresh salsa. It's tomatoes, onion, cilantro, garlic, jalapeno, and lime juice. We're going to try to do a really quick guac. It's my total cheater guac. You can make, it's super easy. And then if we have time, we'll do a cilantro garlic, a creamy cilantro garlic sauce, which is so delicious. It was inspired by Pollo Tropical. I don't know if you guys have a Pollo Tropical near you. One of my favorite fast food places because it's not only delicious, but super duper healthy. And they didn't pay me to say that, but I love it. I had it for lunch today, actually. Anyway, they've got a cilantro garlic sauce. It is not the same sauce. It does not taste the same, but it was inspired by it. It was inspired by that and also by my girlfriend Stacy's cream cheese dip. Her grandmother's cream cheese dip. So, hi Casey, how are you? Anyway, so that's what we're gonna try to get through all 3 tonight. We might get through 1, we might get through 2, and we will hopefully get through all 3. We have 90 minutes. Facebook boots us. They give us the big hook after 90 minutes. So, and I'm Talkie. If you guys have tuned in before, tell me if it's your first time tuning in or if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, or if you have been here before and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Boom. Usually there's a subscribe button in the corner. This is a relatively new service though, so sometimes Facebook forgets to put the subscribe button up there. Sorry, I'm leaning down to get a collar. Hopefully it's there. If not, sometimes it'll just show up in the comments as you scroll through. On Android devices, it does tend to be pretty consistent. It'll be, if you scroll all the way up to the top of the comments, it'll be there. So, anyway, hi, I'm April. Nice to meet you. And tell me, like I said, tell me if you are new to the show. We've been doing this for about a month and a half now. I gotta say, I love doing it. I love meeting my viewers, meeting the people. Hi, Kelly, how are you? Love meeting the people that hang out with me on Facebook. It's really neat to put a personality to the names. My hair looks darker. It's soaking wet. I just got out of the bathtub. It is darker. It'll probably get increasingly lighter over the next hour and a half because it's wet. So that's why. So I'm just using Roma tomatoes. You can use any kind of tomatoes you want. I'm going to rinse these real quick. And yeah. So, like I said, we're going to do salsa. We're going to do fresh salsa, pico de gallo. If anybody knows the exact difference between salsa and pico de gallo, I'd love to know. I think they're pretty much the same. One is just really fresh and one is maybe sits in sits and stews for a little while. Checking in from Dallas, Texas. Hi Mary, hi Anna. Your first time, thanks for coming. Hi Melissa. Okay, so we've got our Roma tomatoes. I have a ton of jalapenos here because if you tuned in on Tuesday, hi Mary, I'm so glad you're tuning in. Please do subscribe. Anyway, I have a ton of jalapenos because if you watched on Tuesday, we did pickles and we did a spicy version, we did a plain dill version, and then we were going to do pickled jalapenos as well. And like I said, I talk so much and I wasted all our time, and so we didn't get around to the pickled jalapenos. So I have a giant bag of jalapenos that need pickling. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to pull out a couple jalapenos for our recipe. Let's pull out 3. And then, hi Sarah, your first time. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Thanks for tuning in. And then we've got, I am a big fan of sweet yellow tomatoes. Very yummy. I do also occasionally use purple tomatoes. Red tomatoes? I'm saying tomatoes. Gosh, you guys. Red onion. Occasionally I use red onion, which I don't understand why it's called red onion. I don't. It's purple. It's purple onion. It's purple. Can we all agree on that? Can we just start calling it what it is? I don't get it. Hi, Brandon. First time watching from British Columbia. Nice to meet you, Brandon. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick FAQ. I get a ton of messages, usually after the show, asking me the same questions over and over again. So we're just going to go through them real quick. Hi, Sarah. I'm joking, April. Love watching you. I thought I recognized your name. Stinker. Anyway, so behind me, my farm sink is from IKEA. I love it. Yes, I do recommend it. Soft scrub gets it clean. I've had it for almost 4 years. Growing is mint, aloe, basil, green onion. This is dishwasher pellets. This is compost. Oh, these are the flowers we made on yesterday's show. We made paper flowers. Hi, Angie. We're filming just north of Orlando, about an hour from Mickey. So we made these, yeah. So if you guys need some fun Mother's Day crafts, you can look in the video section of the site, or I'll upload it to YouTube probably tonight. But yeah, you can see my whiny daughter. She was really whiny the other day. Yeah. Okay, and we got cilantro. Ooh, I just breathed in a piece of hair. Cilantro, and I know a lot of people don't like. Ooh, sorry. I know a lot of people don't like cilantro, but I'm a cilantro lover. Love. I would wear his perfume. It's so good. But you can skip the cilantro if you just don't like it. I know some people think it tastes like soap. It doesn't taste like soap, guys. I swear, it tastes delicious. But if you are a firm believer that tastes like soap, don't use it. Oh, those flowers turned out nice. Thanks, Rebecca. I thought they did. They came out cute. It took us a while to get there. I don't know if you watched, or if you go back and watch. We got heads of garlic. If you've watched before, you know I'm a garlic fanatic. Crazy amounts of garlic and everything. So we're gonna do a lot. Yeah, if you watched or if you go back and watch our flower craft, you will see that our first 10 or 15 minutes was a total mess. I tried to do roses and I just did not work it out at all. Jill says cilantro is a must. I totally agree. Patty says, I have a ton of cilantro in my garden if you want it. And jalapeno. Bring it to me, Patty. I will totally take it. Okay. I need a knife. I'm going to get a knife. So, in January, we had a lot of house guests. Lots and lots of house guests. And I got my favorite bowls. Woohoo! And I'm going to use the clear one today while I cut so you can see. But I'll probably end up using all of them. Hi, Rebecca. I watched, but I missed the roses. You're lucky you missed the roses. The roses were a total cluster. And I'm going to pull my hair back and wash my hands because it's really annoying me tonight. So, yeah, we had a ton of house guests in January. Aunt Tracy, she sometimes watches. So, hi, Aunt Tracy. She came with my husband's cousin and his wife, Jill and Steven, who are both chefs, which was super cool to have them stay here, but also a little bit intimidating because, you know, I'm not a trained chef at all. I'm totally self-taught, and I've Garlic is your favorite, Kelly. I'm totally with you. Hi, Becca. Missed you too. Where were you? Hi, Vince. How are you? Yeah, so it's intimidating to cook for chefs, you guys. It really is. Oh, I didn't wash my hands. I washed my hands. But they insisted my food was delicious. And they cooked for us, and it was delicious too. But one of the things I picked up from them is I've always been intimidated to use the big knives in the knife set. Pickled onions, having some tonight. Yum! Yay! My daughter, Sky, is watching. Hi, Sky! Aw, thanks. Okay, so we're just going to start by cutting up the Roma tomatoes. These are just Romas. They're also called plum tomatoes. And I'll cut the little tops off of each of them so we don't have that gnarly chewy part in it. And then I'll just cut it into small bits. And you can do chunky salsa. You can do, not chunky salsa. You can even blitz it in the, what am I missing? Oh, I need a napkin. Hold on. You can even blitz it in the food processor if you want. Okay, napkin. You know how I am about having a napkin on hand, guys. You can even blitz it in the food processor if you want, if you like it really well, like blended, more like restaurant salsa. But don't blend it for too long. Just do a couple of little blips. Because if you blend salsa longer than, if you blend tomatoes for more than just a quick blip, they turn like this weird pinkish frothy, and it's just, it tastes fine, but it's not really an attractive salsa. And one of the things you love about fresh salsa is how pretty it is, you know, or at least I do. I think it's beautiful. Hi, Becca. I think I already said hi. Okay, so anyway, so I've always been really, sorry, I'm gonna try and keep, I feel like I fight with the camera every week. I put the tripod in the same spot and then I can't get the same picture. Sometimes I feel like we see more of, hi Barbara, yeah, I'm scooting the tray. Hi Vince. Sometimes I feel like you can see more of the table and sometimes I feel like you can see less, and I don't understand what's different unless Facebook is maybe just playing tricks on me. And so let's see where you guys can see that. Anyway, so yeah, so we've had a lot of wind today, so my nose is itchy, so I apologize. I will try very hard not to touch my nose while we cook, and I will wash my hands if I do. Anyway, so yeah, I've always been afraid of using the big knives in the set. I don't know why. I use knives all the time, but I guess just because I don't practice knife skills. And when our chef family came to visit, they used the big knives for everything, and it kind of took a little bit of that fear away watching them. Fuzz on me. Watching them do it. So I've been using the big knives a lot, and I gotta tell you, it's like a billion times easier to cut things with the big knives. So thanks, Jill and Steven, for teaching me that, even if you didn't intentionally teach me that. Yeah. Anyway. So do you guys have Cinco de Mayo plans? We do not. We'll be hanging out. Actually, we'll be here because Cinco de Mayo falls on a Thursday. So, whoop whoop, we'll have to figure out something good to do. Maybe we'll make margaritas. Do you guys like margaritas? We could do that. Or I had planned on doing fish tacos on Tuesday using the salsa and the guac and the cilantro sauce. But maybe I don't know, maybe we'll move that to Thursday. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Hi, Carol. Love salsa. Watching patiently. First time seeing Erica. What are you making? So we're making Pico de Gallo, or fresh salsa. I'm using Roma tomatoes, but you can use anything you like. The sweet tomatoes, the little sweet tomatoes are really good in it too. It just really depends on if you're going for, you know, a sweet salsa. The little ones are good. If you're going for more of a savory, I mean, obviously salsa's savory, but if you're going for less sweet, then Romas are good because they're a good base. Yeah, vine ripens are good. They're whatever you like works. I usually grow tomatoes in my garden, not that it's tomato growing season quite yet, but I'll tell you, last year, 2 years ago, we had a beautiful garden. I had more tomatoes than I knew what to do with. It was incredible, the amount of tomatoes. We did the the cherry, I think they're called cherry 100s, and I just had vines all the way up our shed. So many tomatoes. So last year I was super excited and we planted a bunch, and it was so hot that everything fried. I got like 4 tomatoes. Have you ever seen that? I know I feel like I'm repeating myself. I probably said this before, but have you seen that article that jokes about the $400 organic tomato? I feel like that's what we got last year because we put so much into that garden and everything fried. I got very little yield. Please make burritos. Oh, we could do burritos. You shut your mouth. Okay, Pamela. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to watch. No big deal. Yeah, burritos or maybe enchiladas would be good. I feel like we've got to make margaritas at some point. I don't know. Do you guys like margaritas? I personally think they're delicious. My girlfriend Stacy, maybe I'll have to get her recipe. My girlfriend Stacy makes one. It's got no sugar. It's not sweet. And when she told me that, I was like, I don't know. I really like, sweet margarita. Leave it. You don't like it, April. You are rocking it. Oh, thanks, Patty. I'm not worried. Haters gonna hate. No biggie. Yeah, so, yeah, she maybe we should do like 3 different types of margaritas. I kind of like that idea. I'm kind of thinking out loud here. You guys chime in at any point and tell me what you want to see. So yeah, so she brought over ingredients to do margaritas, and when she told me they were no added sugar, I was like, meh, I don't want that. And she made me taste it, and they were delicious. So good. I never ever would have guessed that I would have liked an unsweet margarita, but they were really yummy. So yay. Lisa says make margaritas. Renee says make margaritas. Alicia says, oh, thanks, Alicia. Yeah, so I think we'll do that. I think we'll do like 3 different kinds of margaritas. Maybe on Tuesday we can do fish tacos, and on Thursday margaritas, since it's maybe a little bit closer to the weekend. So if we're nursing a hangover on Friday, is probably better than nursing a hangover on Wednesday, right? Especially because I have to come on live on Wednesday afternoon, and that's just not a side of me you want to see. I don't know. Hungover April is not a beautiful sight. It's just not. So those of you just tuning in, I'm April from Mama Loves Food. I write a food blog at mamalovesfood.com, and twice a week I come on here and we do a simple cooking show. It's not a quick cooking show. It's easy, but it's not quick because I like to talk. I like to have you in my kitchen and we can chat and become friends. And there are several of your, I'm going to say faces, but it's really just names. Well, and faces too, because I can see little faces. Several of your faces I'm starting to recognize, which is super awesome. And I love that you guys come back and see me over and over again. Hi, Erica. Oh, Claremont, you're near me. Hi, India. Hi, Gladys. I recognize your name. Yeah, so it's really cool to get to know you guys, and I appreciate your coming back. And if you're enjoying the show, please hit subscribe. If you're not enjoying the show, don't hang out. Go find something better to do. No skin off my teeth. Margaret, Lisa says fish tacos sound good. Just told my teenagers we should try fish tacos. I'll tell you, I get a lot of, well, when I first heard about fish tacos, I totally turned up my nose to them. I was like, oh, that sounds terrible, because I was picturing like basically beef tacos, traditional beef tacos with fish instead, and it's not the same at all. And my kids love them, and my kids are good eaters, admittedly, but I mean they're still kids, so they still, you still have to be reasonable with your expectations. So yeah, they're not, we'll use soft tacos, we'll use some, if I can, I think I have some in the fridge, and if not, maybe I'll make some pickled red onion, purple onion, guys. I think we should try to make that catch on, because red onion just isn't a thing. It's not, it doesn't exist. Anyway, some cilantro garlic sauce, maybe a little bit of guac, some, I don't know, some good stuff in there. And I like to use a white fish, whether it's actually white fish or grouper or something else, we can figure it out. Oh, look at that, Kelly. I totally anticipated your question. Yeah, so, yeah, when I do it for my giant family, I tend to use just really inexpensive white fish. When I do it for guests, I use something a little nicer. When we made it, I made it when we visited Connecticut last month, 2 months ago. I made it for my family there. My Aunt Angie. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Sarah. You keep thinking about those fridge pickles. Ooh, I should bring some of those out and try them. I haven't tried them yet. I usually give them a day or two to steep. Anyway, so my Aunt Angie is an amazing cook, like super good cook. So I knew I had to pull out like one of my kick-ass recipes. So we did fish tacos, and we bought some really delicious fresh grouper for it. And yeah, super yummy. And yeah, so I don't know, we'll see what. Hi Debbie, first time watching. Yay, glad to have you here. Oh my god, margaritas. I had pineapple cilantro margarita on vacation. It was so good. Pineapple sounds great. I'm a little weird about putting herbs in my, I don't know if my palate just isn't developed enough yet, but I don't think I'd put cilantro in my margarita. I just don't think I could do it. And I can't do, strawberry basil stuff is really popular. I can't do strawberry in my daiquiri. I mean, I can't do basil in my strawberry daiquiris. It kind of makes me gaggy. I love basil and I love strawberries, but just not together. Hi, Tanya. Oh, Newport Richey, Florida. Lots of Floridians today. We're filming in Florida, if you didn't know that. I'm in Winter Springs, which is about an hour north of Disney World. So most people know where Disney World is, so that's how we kind of give them a gauge. We are making fresh salsa in honor of Cinco de Mayo coming up. And I had such good intentions of getting on Wikipedia and looking up exactly what Cinco de Mayo is about and educating everyone, myself included, because I don't actually know the true origins of Cinco de Mayo. I think it's a Mexican heritage thing, but I could be totally wrong. Anyway, needless to say, I did not do that. I took a long bath instead, which is why somebody pointed out my hair looks darker today. It's darker because it's wet, because I literally hopped out of the bathtub about 10 minutes before we were going to go live. Oops. But I'm clean at least. I'm really clean. Washed my hair, had some Epsom salts and soaked. Erin got me, I don't know if you guys have watched before, you've met Erin. She's one of my best friends. She's my oil dealer. Anyway, she got me eucalyptus and spearmint, so I soaked in that with some Epsom salts, and I'm having a hard time recovering from our trip to Colorado, so Michigan's still cold. Oh, that's a bummer. Katerina, Tacoma, Washington. We're on the opposite side of the country. We are. I do videotape you cooking. Video camera, laptop. Yum. Okay, so this is being filmed on my phone. I have my phone kind of jerry-rigged to a tripod, and I can do it. Right now, Facebook only offers the live feeding through mobile devices. So I could do it through my phone, or I could do it through a tablet, like an iPad or something. Which I'm seriously considering upgrading to an iPad, because right now I have the older phone that's really tiny, which is why I constantly am leaning in to try to read your comments. So I'm thinking since we've made this a regular thing, I might at some point upgrade to a tablet so I can read your comments better. Hi Audra, always enjoy the show from Mount Dora. Hi Audra from Mount Dora, you're right down the street from me. Yeah, so those of you just tuning in, we're making pico de gallo, hopefully also making some really easy guac. It's just my cheater guac that takes like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm underestimating, probably more than 2 minutes, because it takes more than 2 minutes for me to scoop an avocado, but really quick. And then if we have time after that, we will do some cilantro garlic sauce, which, yum, one of my favorites. And these are kind of all in anticipation of Cinco de Mayo and leading up to, hi Aria, Pragna, your mom wants me to say hi to you, so I'm saying hi. Yeah, we're kind of all leading up to Cinco de Mayo when we've tentatively, and I'm saying tentatively because you guys, I'm really fickle, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're tentatively going to make fish tacos on Tuesday and then celebrate with maybe like 3 or 4 different types of margaritas on Thursday, which is actually Cinco de Mayo. And I apologize for those of you who are watching on Tuesday. When I told you that Cinco de Mayo was on Tuesday, that was a lie. I lied to you guys. I didn't lie. I just didn't know any better. Yeah, so exciting. We're going to do that. We're going to hopefully do that, tentatively. So I'm definitely gonna steal my girlfriend Stacy's recipe for her margaritas that I was telling you about. She does them without sugar, and I'm telling you, they are delicious. I didn't expect it. I thought they were going to be sour and gross. Carla, you stink at cooking, but you make it look easy and yummy. Oh, I doubt you stink at cooking. It takes a little bit of practice. It does. I am a self-taught cook. My mom really didn't cook much growing up, and when she did not impart her knowledge on me. I love you, Mom, but she didn't teach me how to cook. So yeah, I started cooking. I actually didn't start cooking until right around the time I started this blog. This blog started because of my need to learn to cook. I was an attorney. I'm an attorney by education. And when I got pregnant with my first son, I decided I really just didn't want to do the hours and, you know, miss his life. And it's more than that too. I just didn't like my job very much at the time. And whether that's a factor of being pregnant and miserable or something else, the job itself, I don't know. But anyway, so I decided I wasn't going to go back to work, and I was at the time the primary breadwinner, so saying goodbye to my income was kind of a big deal. So I had to learn, you know, at the time I was working a lot of hours and my husband was working a lot of hours, and we went out to dinner almost every night because it was just more convenient, and neither of us really knew how to cook. You know, boil hot dogs and bake chicken, but that was about it. So when I had my son and all of a sudden had no income, I had to learn how to cook. I did. So I tried and I got, you know, slowly better. And I learned that I really enjoyed it. So in 2008, right after my second son was born, I was in a mom's group and we did a lot of recipe exchanging. And I was just really bad at holding on to my recipes. I would, you know, write them down on a scrap of paper and then immediately lose them. So I decided I'll stick them on the internet, and that way I won't lose them. And it was really mostly just for me at the beginning. And if you go back way in the archives, which I have not deleted, I probably should, you'll see that it's not meant for an audience. It's really not. It's more just my personal notes on things. Anyway, but people started reading it, and they seemed to enjoy it. So I kept doing it, and yeah. So here we are, 8 years later, and I've got a show. Pretty crazy. Hi, Kate. Thanks. I'm so glad you liked the story. Hi, Tracy. I love fresh salsa, too. So anyway, yeah, I don't remember why I started that story. Oh, because somebody said they're not a good cook. It takes time, just like anything, you know? Just like anything. They say, I've read several times, and I don't know if this is truly a scientific fact, or, hi, Kelly. I don't know if this is truly a scientific fact, or just somebody said it once and it kind of stuck, but, sorry, I see my assistant saying something. But I keep hearing that it takes 10,000 hours to get good at something. So you can't expect to be good right away. You gotta, lots of practice. Just do it over and over again, and eventually you'll get it. And, you know, it takes a while to learn the tastes of things. And, you know, when I try to cook a new type of food, it's like a learning curve all over again. Trying to learn how to cook healthy. Yeah, that is, I feel like in our house we've kind of made a progression from learning how to cook to, learning how to cook healthy. It's an adventure. It's an adventure for sure. Anyway, so those of you just tuning in, I'm April from Mama Loves Food. We're here Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. On Tuesdays, we originate at Spaceships and Laser Beams. Stephanie's site, who is so sweet, and she runs a fabulous site called Spaceships and Laser Beams, which is inspired by her beautiful son, who I believe is 7 or 8. I met him, and I'm feeling like he had a birthday recently, so I think he's 8. Anyway, so Stephanie's wonderful, and she lets me cook on her site, and then on Thursdays when we originate here, we share to her site. So I'm guessing a lot of you are probably from over there. And that's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, if I didn't say it already. And you can find us every week on Mama Loves Food or Spaceships and Laser Beams. Or if you don't want to go looking, but know that you'll be on Facebook around that time, you can hit the subscribe button, which is generally in this area. And like the page too, please, please, please like the page. So you'll get notifications when we're on. And they're not like super invasive. It's not spammy. It's just a little notice from Facebook up at the top of your feed that says, hey, Mama Loves Food is online live. Would you like to check it out? Yeah, so it's nice. Hi, Tammy. How do you subscribe? Okay, so Facebook is really new. I mean, Facebook's not new. Facebook Live is very new. So they've changed it up on us a couple times. And hopefully maybe some people can pipe in and tell me where they're seeing it. But the official word from Facebook is, you'll see it on computers, laptops, and PCs. You should, and also Apple devices. You should see it somewhere around here in the top right-hand corner. You should also be able to see it. It'll pop up here and there in the comments as they're scrolling. And yeah. And then also, if you make it all the way to the end of the show, sorry, I'm going to scoot over and look at this. You should be able to see it at the end of the show. It'll pop up and say, you know, if you liked this show, please subscribe. On Android devices, it should be at the very top of the comments. So if you scroll all the way to the top of the comments, you should be able to see it there. And I'm hoping at some point they'll give us like a link to give you, but we don't have that at this point. And I don't even have any subscriber data. They don't tell me anything about it. I don't know who's subscribed. I don't know where you are. I know nothing other than if you subscribe, you will get a notice that you did subscribe. Julia says, I love, love, love to cook as well as look for easy and quick ways to save time. Thank you for sharing your talent and ideas. Julia, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for saying so. So this is the last tomato. Thanks guys for bearing with me. I totally slowly went through all these tomatoes, and we spent 36 minutes chopping tomatoes. Like I said, this is not a quick show. These are easy recipes that you can do quickly. I don't do them quickly when we're on here because I really enjoy chatting with you guys and getting to know you and talking. I'm a talker. I'm a social creature, man, I'll tell you. So, yay. Okay, so the tomatoes are done, and we've got them all in our beautiful clear bowl. This bowl, everybody's going to ask me, this bowl I got from Target in the clearance section. I got it a couple years ago, but I actually have seen it. It kind of reappears, I think, like once a season. How many tomatoes? Okay, so here's the thing about when I cook. I'm not much of a measurer. I do each recipe a few times and measure it, and then I put it on my blog. So if you click the show notes or the description of the show, it'll take you to the link that has all the measurements. You will generally not see me measure on the show. I used 20-ish tomatoes. Roma tomatoes, plum tomatoes. But I didn't count them. I didn't. I probably should have, and I probably should do that, but it's just not really my style of cooking. But if you want the exact measurements, you can, yeah, go ahead and go to the website, and it'll give you that. So I'm gonna pop over here really quick and do a share. Oh, my computer just turned itself off. That's lame. It turned itself all the way off. Oh. Ran out of battery. Hey Wes, do you mind grabbing me the cord for it? Sorry guys. Do these videos save so you can watch later? Yes, they do. Okay, so they save on Facebook, and then they also save onto my phone, and I usually within 24 to 48 hours upload them to YouTube. So you can, thank you. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/mamalovesfood, MAMALOVESFOOD. And they're all there. So, I'm going to rinse this onion. And most of my recipes are very versatile, like this one. If you don't like a lot of onion, don't put a lot of onion in. If you don't like cilantro, don't put cilantro in. No big deal. NBD, right? Isn't that what the kids say these days? Not much of a texture. Roma contains less water, so they are better for guac or salsa. I didn't know that. Thank you for educating us. I love when people give us tidbits. I really appreciate it. I love to learn. If I could spend the next 10 years going back to school, I would. I love to learn. So never hesitate to throw some knowledge down in the comments, because I always appreciate it. And anytime I can try to educate you guys on food related or otherwise, I'll do that. Kelly says yellow onion. Yeah, sweet yellow onion. Sweet yellow onion. And you could also use red onion as well. But I prefer sweet yellow. What does that say? Tammy says, the more onion, the better. Amen, sister. Amen. Tiffany says, I love red onions. I don't think it would change. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change significantly. Nope, nope. And honestly, I can't remember what I used in the linked recipe. It might have been red onion, but they're pretty interchangeable for these purposes. So you're gonna watch my really horrible knife skills. Oh, I'm sorry, we scooted out of the frame again. I'm telling you, I don't actually think it's a conspiracy, but it kind of feels like a conspiracy that every week I put my tripod in the same spot, and every week I get a slightly different image. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so nobody's asked yet tonight, but I usually get the question, where'd you get your necklace? And is it a diffuser necklace? And if it's a diffuser necklace, what's in it? So yes, it is a diffuser necklace. It's got lavender in it tonight. Those of you who've been watching for a while know that I have a bit of an obsession with grapefruit, but I recently switched it up to lavender. You can get this necklace. I got it from my girlfriend Erin, who I was chatting about earlier, and she has an Etsy site, Siren Sisters Elixirs. She usually throws up, I don't know if she's on tonight. I know her son wasn't feeling great. But when she comes on, she usually pops on at some point and throws up a coupon code for our watchers. So we'll see. Keep an eye out in the comments for that. Yeah, so now we're just chopping some onion, and I just eyeball it. I'm using, right now I've got about a quarter of a large, this is a very large sweet yellow onion chopped. And then I used 15, 20-ish Roma tomatoes. It was asked. Hello from, oh, was it asked? That's good. Hi, Tiffany. I love red onion. Oh, yeah, you said that. Or I already read that. Sorry. So anyway, can you guys tell me, are you going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? If you are, what are you going to make? What are you going to make? I'm thinking fish tacos for us. Although we're going to do those Tuesdays, so I'll still need to think of something for Thursday. So I don't know, maybe enchilada casserole. I do love enchilada casserole. We haven't made that in a long time. Delicious. And margaritas, of course. Duh. Maybe we could do like a strawberry daiquiri too. Is that Mexican? I don't know. Somebody pipe up and tell me. What are you guys watching? Are you watching anything good? I'm kind of in between shows right now. I keep up with Last Man on Earth. I'm still watching that one. I love it in all its quirkiness. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. Taco lasagna. Oh, that sounds interesting. Probably similar to my enchilada casserole. Yeah, Last Man on Earth I really like. And then Jane the Virgin. Totally love that show. It's so silly. It's so cute. Really kind of a wholesome, fun show. Blacklist. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't caught up with this most recent season, but I watched it up until the most recent season. What else? Modern Family, I adore. I absolutely love everything about that show. I totally read that as The Vagina Diaries. The Vampire Diaries. I don't know if I've read that. I've watched that one. I don't know. I really liked, what was it called? iZombie. Did you guys watch iZombie? That was a good one. I wish it would come back because I really like it. I hope it comes back. What are we cooking now? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kaylee. Oh, thanks for joining. We are making pico de gallo, fresh salsa, and we've put 15 to 20-ish Roma tomatoes in. And now I've just chopped up a bunch of sweet yellow onion, and we're putting that in. And the link to the app, Operation Repo, I haven't seen that one. The link to the recipe is in the show description. And I've made this so many times, I'm just eyeballing it right now. But if you want exact measurements, yeah, just go ahead and check out this show description. Let's see. And get a big spoon and give this a stir. Hopefully we'll have time to also make guac and maybe also, hi Kathy, hi Diane. Oh, Game of Thrones. Oh, I love Game of Thrones. I just watched, when I was in Colorado visiting my aunt and uncle this past week, we watched the first episode of the new season. And we got to the end of the episode and we all were like, what? Is it over already? It flew by. That whole episode just flew by. But yeah, it was good. Love that show. Let's see. Kelly says Vikings is pretty awesome. Oh, I haven't seen that. I will say I don't have cable. We watch everything streaming. So we've got just about every streaming. Sorry, my nose is so itchy tonight. We've got just about every streaming service. So I can get most shows that way. But we don't have live cable. Yeah. Which I was really nervous about pulling the cable plug. We didn't have it when we were first married. For years and years we didn't have it. And then when my son was born and I ended up staying home with him, that was kind of pre-streaming. That was not kind of pre-streaming. That was pre-streaming. So we got cable. And I got a little bit addicted to it. I won't lie. So when we pulled the plug a little over a year ago probably now, I was very nervous, but we made this transition pretty smoothly. And I don't watch nearly as much TV. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this. I've never had fish tacos. What type of fish? A white fish. You can use white fish or like grouper or any of those. Really, you could use probably almost any fish. So have you had to chop the onions real fine? Small-ish. Can you see that? Not tiny. It just depends on your level of love for onions. Really is what it boils down to. I like onions, so I don't mind biting into an onion. But if you absolutely detest the idea of biting into an onion, maybe put them in your food processor or do less. I like a really chunky salsa or pico. Just my preference. Like I said at the beginning, you can. Oh, I'm going to turn my computer back on now. Like I said at the beginning, you can make it as chunky or smooth as you like. You could put it in the food processor for just a minute or so. Excuse me. To make it smooth, but I would not put it in for more than a few pulses, because what happens when you so I ended up using about half of that very large sweet onion. My computer is so state-of-the-art, has facial recognition, so if I'm not close enough, it yells at me that it can't see me. Edit. Romas have less water and are better for guac and pico. I don't know what we're editing, but okay. Oh, okay, so if you put tomatoes in a blender or a food processor for too long, they get pink and frothy, which tastes fine, but it's kind of unappealing looking. Hi Sylvia. Do I ever use NM green chili? I don't know what that is. I'm not a huge spice person. My heat tolerance is on the low side. Jalapenos are about as spicy as I can go, and even that sometimes is too much for me. So yeah, if it's spicy, then no. My in-laws, on the other hand, and even my parents really like spicy stuff. My brother-in-law actually grew ghost peppers at one point. Not for me. No, thank you. Okay, so my computer's back up. I'm gonna do a quick share I'm going to do a share real quick so we can make sure people can see us. Pragna says her daughter's birthday is coming up. Happy birthday to your daughter. Okay, I'm gonna share. Am I doing this right? Sorry guys, give me just a second. Okay, yes, I'm doing this right. I'm doing this correctly. Yay. Give me 1 second. One of these days I'll get this more efficiently done, but today is apparently not that day. It is not. It is not. I hope I just did that right. Sorry, Stephanie, if I just shared poorly. I hope not. Stephanie is very sweet. Stephanie from Spaceships and Laser Beams. And I share back and forth. So sometimes I hit it too many times in a row though, and it kind of spams our page, and I don't mean to, Stephanie. Sorry. Hopefully not. Okay, so we're back. Don't get your top dirty. Oh, that's all right. Everything I own is wash and wear. No big deal. No big deal. I'm thirsty. Do you guys like seltzered water? I am a seltzer water junkie. So good. What's this one? Cran raspberry. We're fancy tonight. My girlfriend actually just brought me today a soda stream that they weren't using, so I'm super excited about that. Hi Tammy, putting onions in the fridge helps cut down on crying. Oh, good tip. Thank you. Somebody told us last week the freezer. Although I gotta say, for the freezer, I would worry a little bit about having them go limp, which I guess is not a big deal depending on what you're putting them in. But I like mine to be on the crispy, kind of crunchy side for this dish, so refrigerator would probably work out better. Okay, so we're gonna do some garlic now. I'm gonna look for my garlic press. You guys know that I put garlic in absolutely everything. Well, not everything. Maybe not my sweets, but most things. And I use my garlic press constantly, which I don't see. Hey, Wes, do you know where my garlic press is?
It's in the box. In one of the boxes.
It's in the what?
That box. The crate.
Oh, the crate. It's under here. There it is. Garlic press. This is my favorite. I love this tool. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, LaCroix. I love it. I'm actually not partial to a particular brand. I love fizzy water. I like it flavored. I like it unflavored. I'm super excited about the soda stream though. Super excited. Garlic is so good, you guys. It's so good. Allegedly, it's so good for you, which is like, you know, one of the few things. Doesn't it seem like everything that's delicious is bad for you? I just want to eat chocolate and ice cream all night, and I can't because it's terrible for me. But I can eat garlic. Lots and lots of garlic, and I do. Lots and lots of garlic. Let's see, what are people saying? Morgan says, you're amazing at loading a dishwasher. Oh, my husband actually loads the dishwasher. He's a sweetheart. Okay, so we're gonna garlic press a few of these, and I'm using the mincing part, not the slicing part. So I'm gonna mince a few of these giant cloves. Did you see how big these cloves were? They're like massive. Easy way to shell garlic. Put it in a glass jar and shake. Somebody told me that last week. I haven't tried it yet. Have not tried it yet. We'll have to try it someday. You know what we should do one day? We should do, not in my fridge, or in my kitchen. We should do like a tips and tricks show. I should have you guys tell me all your best tips and tricks, and we should try them out on the show. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I'm kind of excited too. You know what I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. I had a kind of crummy week last week before. I don't know. Just kind of a bunch of things happened at once and made me really sad. And so I'm a bit of a retail therapy kind of person. So I don't know if, are you guys familiar with those subscription boxes where I heard if they're not found in the fridge, put them in the fridge. Tomato, I'm sorry, the comments are moving really fast. I'm gonna come up in a minute and read. Anyway, are you guys familiar with the subscription boxes where you pay a certain amount and every month they send you a box of treats? They've got all different kinds. They've got food ones, they've got clothing ones, they've got cosmetics ones. Anyway, so I've got 3 garlic cloves in there, pretty large ones. Anyway, so there's this one called Globe Inn that I've kind of had in the back of my mind for a long time. And I totally retail therapied last week and signed up for it. And it's like, it's all fair trade stuff made by artisans from different countries. And it's not really expensive. I want to say it's like $30 or something a month. And obviously, unless if you sign up for a regular subscription. So I get my first box in a couple weeks, and I'm ridiculously excited about it. So I'll have to get on and unbox it for you so you guys can hopefully be excited with me. But you know, if it's crummy stuff, you guys can laugh at me for falling for it. But I'm excited because you can look at the stuff that was in previous boxes. You know, there's always people who open them online. And actually this, sorry, I'm going to put these in my compost. Actually, this service shows you their previous boxes, and they're pretty cool. It's usually a few food items and a few, like a mug or a scarf or something. Anyway. Yeah. So, I'm going to do another garlic clove because I love garlic. You just can't get enough garlic. I'm convinced. Pampered Chef. It's actually not a Pampered Chef one, but you can get them on Pampered Chef. Yeah. This is just from, I got it from Publix, and they're available on Amazon, and I think my assistant just put a link to it up there. I think. Let's see, and I try, you know, I don't always anticipate everything we're going to use or think hard enough about it, but I try to put links to things we're going to use during the show. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Kit. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Tammy. Why has it taken so long just to get this far? Because I am chatty, and I'm taking my time. And I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys, and that's just the kind of show it is. It's not a quickie show. We're usually on for 90 minutes. So now I'm going to cut up the jalapeno. And I don't, like we said, I'm not a huge spice person. So I probably won't put more than one in. And I'm going to take out the membrane and the seeds. Those are the spiciest parts. I need one of those so bad. They're great. They're great. Tammy, wash your hands. You just rubbed your nose. Thank you for the reminder. Sorry, give me a second. We had a windy day. Oh, the dust got kicked out. My allergies are bugging me. So I only put some of the garlic in. I put 4 very large cloves of garlic. 4 very large cloves of garlic in. So far we've got about 15 to 20 Roma tomatoes. I'd say a solid 4 cups of Roma tomatoes. Half of a large sweet yellow onion, and 4 very, very, very large cloves of garlic. And now I'm going to put 1 jalapeno, and I'm going to really small dice my jalapeno. Abigail says, I'm late, what are you cooking? Hi, Abigail. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Kit. Yes, we are definitely putting cilantro in, Kit. We have not put it in yet. If you want exact measurements, when I cook for myself and my family, I don't generally measure. I kind of eyeball it and taste and estimate as I go. But I do for the blog. What I'll do is I'll make it a few times, and each time I make it, you know, I'll make it like 2 or 3 times in a row, and I'll measure so I get the exact measurements that are appropriate for the recipe. And that's what I use in the blog. So we've got a link up to the top with the recipes. With the recipes with the exact measurements. You can always reference that. I lost my train of thought, you guys. But yeah, so the reason we are only this far in the recipe is because I'm just a chatty catty. And it's not a quick show, and that's not the intention of the show. So if you're just looking for a quick recipe, you're absolutely welcome to, you know, I'd love for you to stick around and hang out with us. But if you just want the recipe real quick, go ahead and go to the show notes or the show description, and the recipe will be, there will be a link to it right there. Hi, Kelly. That's the beauty of salsa. You don't need exact measurements. I totally agree. Hi, Peggy. First time watching. How fun is this? Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yay. It's definitely, you know, it's not for everyone, but I like it. I feel like you guys are hanging out in my kitchen with me, and we can chat, and you're keeping me company. Hopefully you feel the same way. You know, we get a couple people here and there that don't enjoy it, but no biggie. They don't have to stick around. So those of you just tuning in, it seems like we got a little bit of an influx recently. So I'm April from Mama Loves Food. My website is mamalovesfood.com, MAMALOVESFOOD.com. You can find me on Facebook at Mama Loves Food. Hi, Ellie. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, welcome. If you're enjoying the show, I would love if you liked the page and hit subscribe. Those are 2 different actions. Liking the page is probably a little bit more important because I think you will usually get a notification if you like the page. If I go live, I could be wrong. I don't know. This Facebook Live thing is very new. It's only a couple months old. Hi, Kit. I'm so glad you enjoyed the recipes. April, it's Alicia's first time too. Welcome, Alicia. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so like the page, please, and hit subscribe. Usually for iPhone and PC users, it's up in the top right-hand corner, or sometimes it'll just randomly show up in the comments as they scroll by. And on Android devices, it tends to be all the way at the top of the comments. So scroll up to the top of the comments, and you should see a subscribe button there. And we are making fresh salsa, pico de gallo. If we have time, we will also make a really quickie guac. And I would say if we have time, beyond that, we will make cilantro garlic sauce. But I can tell you right now, looking at the clock, we've just been on exactly an hour right now. There is no way we're getting to that. So maybe, you know what, we'll do it on Tuesday. Because on Tuesday, we're planning on making fish tacos. We're kind of doing a Cinco de Mayo theme for the next several days, since it's next Thursday. Okay, so you can see I did those really fine, really small, because I'm not a spice person. I'm not super spicing. So you know what we'll do, because the fish is going to have to bake to make the fish tacos on Tuesday. So while the fish is baking, I'll get this out eventually. While the fish is baking, we'll go ahead and do the cilantro garlic sauce, because it's really easy. You just stick a few things in the blender. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so it's a really simple, basic salsa recipe. So far, we've got tomatoes. I used Roma, but you can use any kind you like, whatever's in your garden or whatever's on sale, or if you have a personal preference, that's fine. I would guess probably 4 to 5 cups of chopped tomato. I used half of a very large sweet yellow onion. And you could use red onion as well, which I'm going to say it every time, you guys. Red onion should be called purple onion because it's purple, it's not red. Anyway, off my soapbox. So we've got sweet onion, tomato. I put 4 exceedingly large garlic cloves in. I'm chopping a jalapeno right now. Hi, Vince. How did your pickles turn out? You know what? I haven't tried them yet. I mean, it's the same recipe I use every year, so I'm sure they're good. But I like to let them steep for a few days, so maybe I should bring some out. And we could try them on film. I don't hide my reactions well, so you'll know if they didn't turn out well. But I'm not worried. They're very good. Yummy pickles. What was I saying? Oh, so we've got tomato, sweet onion, garlic, and now I'm chopping jalapeno. I'm not a huge spicy person. I like my salsa mild or slightly medium, maybe. Hi, Sandra. Warning, oils from the jalapeno cutting can bother your breathing if you have respiratory issues. That's true. That is very true. Probably not helping mine because my allergies are kind of crazy today. But thank you for the warning. Sorry, I'm going to scoot up. I see more comments. Can I say hi to Chris? Hi, Chris. Okay. So, jalapeno. And like I said, I'm chopping mine very small. I don't like a lot of heat. It's not my thing. I like a little bit of heat, you know, like some sriracha on my food or a little bit of jalapeno, but I don't like to get a big chunk of jalapeno. I definitely don't like anything spicier than jalapeno in my salsa. That said, you are welcome to use any kind of pepper you like in your salsa. Hi, April, Jess from Spokane. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Yadi. Hi, Patty and Ada. Ada, is it Ada or Ada? Are you impressed that I knew how to say Spokane? I have a girlfriend in Spokane. She corrected me the first time I said Spokane. Drop a little bit of knowledge on you guys. Please don't say Spokane, Washington. It is Spokane. I learned that by accidentally insulting my Spokane friends. So, yeah, you can use any kind of pepper you want, though. Don't feel like, oh, well, the recipe calls for jalapeno. If you like spicy, go spicy. Chris says hello. Hi, Chris. 30 minutes left. That timer at the top gives me anxiety. Me too, I know. I'm slow, you guys. When I do it for myself, I'm not slow. But I like chatting with you. I know, I go back, I always watch these to go back and see how I can improve, and I'm always impressed, and not necessarily in the best way, at how much I talk. And how I still have a voice at the end of these shows. So, okay, woohoo, we're almost done with this. We're very, very close. We're going to put in some cilantro and some salt and some limes. Lime juice. Lime juice is very important in fresh salsa. So far we've got about 4 to 5 cups of chopped tomato. I used Roma. We've got half of a very large sweet yellow onion. We've got 4 exceedingly large cloves of garlic. And we've got 1 jalapeno fine chopped with the membrane and the seeds removed. And I'm just eyeballing it. If you want the exact recipe that I've tested and tried several times, just go to, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. I'm not going to sneeze. I thought I was going to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on the food, but I didn't. Anyway, go at the top of the show notes. There is, Facebook needs to improve your good. Let me tell you, if Facebook let me go on longer, I would go on longer, which I know you guys would probably get really sick of me really fast. So we're going to do lime. I'm going to do that at the end, though. Lime, salt, and cilantro. Anyway, so if you want the exact recipe measurements, go to the show notes, the description of the show at the top, and you'll see it there. You'll see links to it there. And I also, Kaylee could live on salsa. I agree, it's so good. Costanza says yummy. Yes, it is yummy. Love mango salsa. Crystal, ooh, sorry. You know, I go back and forth on the mango salsa. I really do. Sometimes it hits a spot, but mostly I like traditional salsa. I'm telling you, I've got like jalapeno up my nose. I keep thinking I'm gonna sneeze. I will do my very best not to sneeze into the salsa because that would be absolutely disgusting. Lee says we love you in Dubai. Oh, thanks, Lee. Hi, Dubai. Dubai, that's exciting. I always wanted to visit there. You guys have such cool hotels and amenities. It's like Disney World for adults, man. It's amazing. So I'm just going to do a big giant bunch of cilantro. Oh, I swear I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Oh. I just rubbed my nose. I'm going to wash my hands. I don't know. That sneeze is going to come out eventually. Maybe that's how we're going to end the show, with a sneeze. Do you guys have allergies? Mine don't act up often, but when they do, they're really annoying. My husband and my son have really bad allergies. I like putting it on my eggs in the morning. I agree. Yum. Eggs in the morning. Eggs and salsa. How much does this recipe feed? It just depends on how much you like salsa. It's a good jar of salsa. I'd say this is like a party size. Okay, so I'm going to put the cilantro in here and give it a little rinse. And then we're going to chop it up and stick it in. Okay, cilantro. Yum. And those of you who don't like cilantro and insist that it tastes like, yeah, hey, allergies, so annoying. How much? Oh, I already read that, sorry. Those of you who think cilantro tastes like soap, just don't use it. No big deal. Vince says, I like how you are very interactive with your audience. Thanks. Do you can it? No, and actually, I can't. I very rarely can. It makes me a little bit nervous. But if you do can, be very careful with canning things with tomato in them because they're acidic and it's a lot harder to safely can stuff with tomatoes. It really is. I'm going to scoot up. I keep seeing more comments. What time do you broadcast? Hi, Kit. Hi, Sheena from... Hi, Rena. I can do it. Do what? What am I doing? You can it. You just have to be very careful. We broadcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can find me on Mama Loves Food on Facebook or on Spaceships and Laser Beams on Facebook. We also come on, I have 5 kids, 5 young kids, 9, 8, 6, 4, and 2. And on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I come on and do kids crafts with the kids. And you can see, yesterday we did Mother's Day flowers made out of paper. And I swear I keep thinking I'm going to sneeze. I have salsa on my omelet. Yes, delicious. My video froze. Anyone else? If your video freezes, that does happen sometimes, exit out and come right back. Just go to mamalovesfood.com and we'll be here. We will be here. We're still rolling. So I'm just chopping the cilantro up. I like a lot of cilantro. So Vin, close it out and come back. So 4 o'clock on Wednesdays p.m. we do kids crafts. And I think those of you who were here last Thursday, I was actually on an airplane during our broadcast, so I did not get to do a show, but my sister was so sweet and stepped in and did a great show for us. She did, she cooked green Thai curry. Hi, Tammy. Oh, Vince, I'm so sorry it's not working for you. That's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you if you've closed out and come back, because that usually works for me. Anyway, she did green Thai curry and she did a great job. I'm really excited. So I think she's going to maybe start coming on regularly. So possibly like Wednesday evening or maybe Monday or Friday. I don't know. I'm going to let her pick the day and the time. And I don't know if it's going to be regular or if she wants to just maybe do periodic guest appearances. But yeah, so we're going to try my goal. And it's a lofty goal. I have lofty goals. I always do. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I'm glad you enjoyed it. She'll be happy to see that. My family will tell you I have high hopes for everything, lofty goals. But oh, hi, Erin. Erin's on. Erin, throw up a link to your, or throw up a coupon code for the necklace. We've got people asking about it. What was I saying? Oh, my ultimate goal with Facebook Live is to have a program, an hour and a half or hour and a half every week. I'd like to have somebody on at 8:30 p.m. every night of the week. So Monday through Friday. Not every night. Not the weekends. We need a break at some point. Yay, you're back. Awesome. Woo! Hi, Kimberly. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Hi, Sheena. For those of you just tuning in, we are making fresh salsa pico de gallo. Sorry, I realized. Oops, there goes my colander. I'll put that in the sink. Yeah, so my goal is to eventually have someone on. I'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then have somebody else maybe guest host on Mondays and Fridays, so we have lots of programming, because wouldn't that be fun? So, yay. Hi, Kit. You should be on the Food Network. Oh, you're too cute. Yeah, I don't know about that. They don't know that they'd have me. Not that interesting. I like to talk a lot, though. Danielle says, you're welcome. Happy to have you back. Oh, she's not talking to me. You guys, I love when you guys have conversations with each other in the comments. That makes me happy. It's like our own little community here. It's like we're all hanging out in the kitchen and talking to each other, and I'm talking to you, and you guys are talking. I just, makes me happy, you guys. Like, we've built a community. Alright, so I'm just putting, like, gobs of cilantro, because I really love it. It's delicious. Delicious. And I know a lot of you are probably going, ooh, cilantro tastes like soap, but I don't think so. I think it's delicious, and I'm just going to keep putting it in until I feel like it's adequately green. And that's my method. But if you want the exact measurements, go ahead and check out the recipe I've linked, because that one has been tried and true. Alright, so I've got cilantro fingers. Alright. And those of you, a couple of you asked about canning. I wouldn't can it. You can freeze it in the next Pioneer Woman. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be so nice. I'd love to be the Pioneer Woman. She's amazing. She's so nice, you guys. I don't know her personally. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but we follow each other on Twitter. And years ago, my son was in a pretty bad accident, and she sent me a message and said, you know, she was thinking about us and hoping he does well. It was really sweet. Because I don't know her. She's famous. She's huge. She's amazing. Anyway, but she did that. She reached out, and it was a very sweet thing to do. So I'm putting lime in. We've got, can you see? Tomato, Roma tomato, sweet yellow onion, jalapeno, garlic, cilantro, and now I'm going to do a few squeezes of lime juice. And at the end, we're going to finish it off with salt and just a little bit of black pepper. And that's it. That's our, I know it took me an hour and 13 minutes to get there. Which I had high hopes of doing 3 recipes while we were on, and we got through a whopping 1. So sorry about that, guys. I'm telling you, I have lofty goals that don't always get accomplished. But that's okay. We tried. We tried. One of these days I'll get through more. I know it's getting close to an hour and 30. Oops. Oops. It's okay. That just means we've got more recipes for another day. And I don't have to, like, rack my brain for what we're going to do next time. Right? Right, right. And you guys, if you want to see any kind of recipe in particular, don't hesitate to tell me. Please just pipe up. Let me know in the comments, or you can always message me. I check my messages several times a day, and I always write back. And it's me. It's not, you know, you'll see in the comments is my assistant that posting as me right now when people ask questions that she can link to. But when you send me a message, it's actually me writing back. It's not my assistant. She doesn't answer the messages. What am I looking for, guys? Salt and pepper. Sorry, I didn't bring it out. Let me grab the salt and pepper real quick. Salt and pepper. I like mine a little bit on the salty side. My husband would disagree, but he's not making it. Hi, Kimberly. You just tuned in. I'm so sorry. Kimberly. Well, listen, when it's over, which is going to be over in about 10 minutes, it will give you the option to rewatch it. And it will be on my page until I delete it, which I won't delete it. I never delete things. Excuse me. Julie says, I would like to see you make some kind of cheesecake. You know, I don't know that I've ever made a cheesecake. I've done like the no-bake cheesecakes. We could do one of those. So I'm just putting some salt in right now. And yes, I'm heavy-handed with the salt because I like salt. You don't have to put that much salt in. What was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, you can go to the video tab on my Facebook page and it will be there pretty much forever. Or within 24 to 48 hours, I always upload the videos to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, and it's a really sad YouTube channel. I just started it a couple weeks ago and uploaded my stuff there, but nobody likes it yet. So if you went over there and subscribed, that would make me super happy. And it's just, do I know how to cook a good steak? I do. I can cook a really good steak. It's super easy, and I can give you a link to that too. It's all about high heat and butter, but it are most things. Yeah, so if you went over to my YouTube channel and subscribed, that would make me like joyous, truly joyous. And it's just youtube.com/mama, M-A-M-A, loves food. And you can subscribe there, and all my shows show up there within 24 to 48 hours, usually after we go live. And then occasionally I'll have a couple of like actually edited recipes on there as well. I always overcook my steaks. Oh no, that's terrible. Don't overcook your steaks. Don't overcook your steaks. That's not good. So you guys, it only took us an hour and 17 minutes, but we made fresh salsa. I know you guys are looking at me like, that should have taken you 7 minutes, April. But I'm chatty. What can I say? So there's our PICO. It's so yummy and so easy. I love you're doing this in your own home. My comfort zone. It is my comfort zone. And if my allergies weren't killing me, it would be with a glass of wine. But tonight we're wine free. We're LaCroixing it. I love this stuff. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna grab some. Hey Wes, did you eat all the chips?
No.
Where are they?
Right here, next to the
He stole my chips. I'm gonna go grab the chips. And we're gonna enjoy my salsa. And then, since we've got like 13 minutes left, I'm gonna go grab the pickles so you can see the pickles that we made. Hi Lily, the salsa looks delish. You know what? I think it does too. Let's get up close. Look at that salsa. Please teach us how to make steaks. One more point for steak. Okay, I think we can do that. So here's the thing about steaks. Like I said, it's about high heat and butter. Are really good. And it's actually gonna get even on teas, yeah. It's actually gonna get even better as it sits overnight and the flavors meld. Chipless, what does that say? Chipless PICO. Yeah, yummy. So there's our PICO. I'm gonna do a little bit more salt because I like salt. So the thing about steak is I smoke the heck out of my kitchen when I do it because I really sear it. But we can do that. That's all right. What's a little smoke between friends? All right. So there's our PICO. Our PICO. We spent an hour and 19 minutes just making PICO de Gallo because I am the talkiest person you ever met, aren't I? That's okay. Another time we'll make guac. And another time we'll make cilantro garlic sauce. Maybe we'll try to make them, like I said, when we're cooking the fish next week. Yummy, yummy, mouth watering. Okay, I'm gonna grab a can of those pickles. I'll be right back. Don't leave me. I'm back. Did you leave? Are you still here? Well, I guess if you left, you wouldn't be able to answer me, would you? So here's some of our pickles from last week. Woohoo! They were so yummy. I know they're going to be yummy. Hey, Vince. Avita, I lost the first part. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, listen, we're about to wrap it up, unfortunately. I know, it's sad. I'm sad. I like it when I like hanging out with you guys. Hi, Tiffany. We are about to wrap it up, though. Ooh, I might need my husband to open it. When it ends, you will be given the option to rewatch it. So, sorry guys, I'm just looking for my my opener that helps me open cans. I don't have a whole lot of brute strength when it comes to this stuff. Doesn't want to open. Avito. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna ask my husband to open this for me. Hey Wes, will you open this for me? Please. Thanks. It's open, guys. Yay! One of these days I'll get him to come on camera and say hello. He's being shy. Margarita says salsa is yummy on baked or grilled salmon. Agree. Yummy. Okay, so here's our. Oh, they smell so good, you guys. It's only been. We made them on Tuesday, so normally I let them go at least 3 days, but I guarantee they're still yummy already. They're yummy already. So, pickles, you can see. Yum, they're still bright green. Mmm, mmm. Oh, they're so good. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. God, I love these things. So good. Vita, you can share this video to your wall. Yes, so, that's right. So, when the video ends, which we've got 8 minutes and counting before Facebook boots us. Before you do that, if you want to watch it again, hit the share button and it'll share to your wall. And that way you can easily find it again. And also, hit subscribe, please. Usually on iPhones and PCs, it's going to be in the top right-hand corner. Sometimes it rolls in the comments. And on Android devices, it will be all the way at the top of the comments. So scroll all the way to the top of the comments and it'll be there. Please also like the page. You like my page, Mama Loves Food, and please also like Spaceships and Laser Beams because she's so kind. Stephanie is awesome. She has a great site and she lets me appear on her page. So I would love if you liked her page and my page as well. And as always, feel free to email me or leave comments. I go through every single comment and I respond as necessary. Hopefully April will be wearing bergamot oil next week. Aaron's trying to shake things up. Aaron, I don't know about that. I don't know. I can't make promises. Anyway, comment, please. I read every single comment. I read every single message you send me. If you make something, please post it to my wall or email me a picture or just tell me you made it. And if you liked it or if you didn't like it, I'm always open to suggestion too. I'm really hard to offend. I don't know, just one of those things. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we are at 1 hour and 23 minutes, and we did not get to the guac or the cilantro garlic sauce. Oops. But if you want to make it on your own, I did leave the links for it, and we'll get to it one day. Whether it's next week or next year, I can't promise, but we will get around to it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you. Have a wonderful weekend. I will try to pop on maybe here and there and just do a quick 2-minute say hello at some point. And if I get my Globe inbox, I'm going to come on, and we're going to open it together and see if we got something fun or if, we got ripped off. Hopefully not ripped off. Yeah, but I'll see you on Tuesday. Hopefully for fish tacos. That's the plan. Knock on wood that it works out. And then again on Wednesday for kids crafts. I'm thinking maybe like maracas or something for Cinco de Mayo. And then on Thursday, we are going to try to do a whole bunch of margaritas. And maybe I'll invite a friend over. Maybe Aaron will come over and help me. And we can toast. Because, I mean, making margaritas by yourself is kind of lame, isn't it? Although I'm not by myself. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm getting the big red get off the air signal from Facebook, so I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you. Thank you again.